Hello everybody and welcome to Crafting Unscripted. I'm Katherine. We're back from our summer hiatus this is week number 2, and this might be the last one that we're doing before September, so hopefully you're able to make it here with us. I am just, here. Well, if you're online, let me know. I'm a little bit, I don't know, I feel like since I haven't actually done any work in a while, I'm not totally here. And I have to apologize if you hear a lot of noise. My computer is like going and then I've got the AC on in the background there too, and so everything is just making lots of noise. Got my microphone like right here, so hopefully that you can hear me well. If you cannot hear me, let me know, and then hopefully we can make this work. So if you're here, let me know so that I know if you're here and if you can hear me. I will do a quick check here to see if this is actually working, because we need to make sure that people can actually see me. And so, I'm broken. I am trying to just make sure that this is working. So bear with me for 1 second. It says that we are live, and it is. I can't make this work. Okay, it's there. I have to turn it off before it starts to like do the reverb thing. So I'm here today. Last week we had fun with my daughter. She is not here this week because she is off at camp. So it's just us today. And I never finished totally off the project last week because I got carried away with other things. And today I'm just going to do like a chill crafting day. And so, but before we get started, hello, C.M. McLean. Welcome. Hopefully you can see and hear me. But as I was trying to say there, before we get started, I quickly wanted to just give a heads up to anyone who hasn't been paying attention to my emails. It's summer, so not everyone pays attention to emails if you're not, needing to. My friends at Hobby School are currently holding a Back to Creativity Summit that is happening August 18th to 20th. The link is in the description of the video. That is for free. And then also my friends at Stamp Me Some Love are having a card maker beginner edition card maker success camp. It's a beginner card edition, and so they are doing that, and that is on the, I just had it in my head, August 17th to August 20th, and that's a 4-day event, and it's not free, it's a paid event, but you get to learn how to make cards from the basics, and Brandy is fantastic. So if you don't have tickets, also available in the description below. Now, Kathy, hello, welcome. Thank you for giving me your name, because I can never remember people's names with all the funny descriptions that we have. So now that I've gotten through that, I'm just trying to enjoy summer, and I've actually been, my kids are at camp this week, so I've actually been able to do a little bit of crafting. And of course I've been trying to keep everything neat and organized, so I can't really show you too much of what I've done. But I did figure out how to do DTF. I don't know if I figured it out. Well, we'll see how it holds up after the first wash. One of them didn't work out so great. Joan, welcome. Hi everyone from Florida, visiting Pennsylvania this month. That's quite the jump, but that's nice. I'm glad you're able to join us. And so I did DTF. We'll see how it turns out. I'm not going to share the pictures. And so we'll see how that goes. But there will be a video about it in a few weeks once I figure out how to finalize that, because I don't know what I'm going to do with that video. And then I was doing some bead arting with my diamond bead arting. It's such a tongue twister for me. With my daughter over the last while, and so we've been framing pictures. So I've got a framing video of that. I've done one of those in my live sessions, but this one's hopefully going to be more polished. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. This is Trina. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here with us today. And so today we're going to do something, I don't know, maybe silly, maybe not, but I'll show you. I got stuff stuck to me here, sorry. About 8 years ago I made this, and this is, I'm sorry there's too much. This was an avocado. This is my avocado oil bottle, so I pour oil into this, and this is my kitchen, and I've got like a big, Costco size thing. But we don't buy avocado oil anymore because we have kids, and they don't deserve that high quality stuff. But the label's sort of coming off now after like 1,000 years, and just part of the beginning. But it doesn't matter, because I need to change this to say canola oil, because that's what we use now with the kids. And I've got a sugar container that has no sugar on it. And I've got almost the exact same one for salt, so I need to put a sugar on here. And this is really simple, and I've got a few other ones that we might make depending on how things go. And I just realized that I don't have my brain in my head because I can't remember the word. My isopropyl alcohol, it's just over there. So I'm going to quickly grab that. I apologize, but I'm going to change the view here so that you can look at my fancy dirty containers. So this is my avocado oil. Now this here, the AV came off, I don't know, like maybe 6 months ago, but I've had this on here for like, I'm going to say 6 years. And it's still sticking on pretty good, so we're going to have to take that off, but it just doesn't want to come off. And I don't know if you've ever used this type of a container for oil, but the oil always leaks down the side, and so it's always greasy and oily, and it's still hanging on for dear life. So it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So give me 1 second as I go and grab my isopropyl alcohol. All right, I'm back. Words are not just hard, sometimes impossible. I don't know, I've been finding that with age, my words are getting harder and harder to find. And I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and I literally, mid-sentence, I completely lost what I was talking about. And so I'm just going to try to move this, not mess up my view here too badly. And so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take off this stuff here, and then we're going to wipe this with avocado oil. No. We're going to wipe it with isopropyl alcohol, and then we're going to redo this. It is scary, you know, and my kids laugh at me because I can never remember my words, and mid-sentence I'll lose a word, or I'll say totally the wrong word, and they're getting to the point now where they're like, okay, she's talking about something totally different. We have to figure out what she's talking about. And so it's, you know, I'm trying, but it's so just weird, and I don't like it. And all the research that I've done, and I'm not currently worried about it anymore, but I was for a while there. And but basically, I'm going through perimenopause, and this is part of what's called brain fog, which is not very exciting because I don't really know what the solution to that is. I can't not get older. And so we're just going to wipe this down here with isopropyl alcohol. Now I have a random oil bottle. And so we're gonna let this dry. And now, don't pay attention to my sugar container. It's good. It just looks like it's had a lot of life. We use sugar at our house. So I'm gonna probably try to take these little labels off now that we're working on this so that it kind of looks nicer. Oh, you know, with all the fans running here with my fan from my computer and the fan from my AC, you'd think that it would pull out some of these smells, but man, the isopropyl alcohol is just killing me today. I don't know if it's like my workstation, just where I'm located, but sometimes when I'm working here, the smells are just crazy. So, yeah. So I'm gonna wipe this down as well. Finally found the live. Corey, thank you for joining us. I don't know how lives work. Well, I always find it funny because like I'll even put on my own thing to notify me about them so that I can easily find them just when I do my original checks here, and it doesn't always work, so I don't know what's going on. But welcome, Corey. Today we are making labels for my sugar and my oil and maybe something else if I remember what that was supposed to be, because I had a list of 5 things that we wanted to do and I remembered 2 of them. So we have that. Alright, so right now what we're going to do is, let's see if I can figure this out. We are going to do, bear with me as I try to move my screens around so that I can see what's happening and not have everyone else overwhelmed with my nonsense here. Okay, perfect. We've got Cricut Design Space up and running. Yes, we're making this happen. So, as most of you know or don't know, I have Cricut Design Space. That's just what I have. And so we're just going to use Cricut Design Space because that's what we have. And we're going to cut out some labels in vinyl. Now, I wouldn't say artsy. I'm very basic when it comes to the labels on these ones. And so when I started this avocado oil one earlier, it was just this basic Cricut text. And I have to use the same one now because my other oils and my balsamic vinegar that are in containers like this all have the same design. So as I'm feeling lazy and don't want to redo everything, I'm just going to use this basic Cricut text. And so this is going to be canola oil. Canola oil. Oil with a capital O. Alright, so that's going to be my canola oil. Bam. Super exciting. I know, we're like... I know this is plain Jane, boring, but listen, it matches the rest of my containers on my countertop, because the ones in my cupboard, I used like a fancy cursive. Of course, I didn't realize when I was doing that. My kids couldn't read cursive when I did that, and so they're like, well, this is useless, Mom. I don't know what's in any of these containers. And I thought, oh, of course. So, and this one's going to be sugar. Okay, so we've got two things here, and I don't know what the other ones were supposed to be. I had something, but I don't know what it was. So we're just going to leave this for like this for right now. We're going to change angles here and go back to my face. And so sugar is going to go here. And so I got to pull out my ruler and measure this, because we need to, oh, here's my ruler. I don't want these to be like too big. What, you know what I mean? You have to be able to see them. So I'm thinking like maybe 2.5, 3 inches for sugar. And if we jump over here to Cricut, we've got 2.5 inches, yes, and 1 inch wide. Yeah, that should be about good. All right. And then for my oil, what do we got here? Maybe also 3 inches. Let's go back to Cricut, and we got 3 inches almost by 2.3. 2.3 is going to be like that. So yeah, that's good. I'm just going to make this maybe a smidgen bigger. We're going to increase the text to 3 inches. Okay, just a smidgen bigger. Okay, so we're going to start off with these two, because clearly I don't know where my brain is, and I don't know where I've put the other ones that I want to do. And they were in black, and we're going to do black again because it has to be consistent. I don't like things that don't match. Like, it's an OCD thing. Corey, thank you. Simple is easy to read. I agree. And I need my kids, well, not necessarily my kids have to be able to read it, but anyone should be able to read it. It's nice. It's helpful if my kids can. But, you know, we do what we can. So, black. Oh, no, I forgot. So, the other day, sorry, I'm going to make a little bit of noise here. The other day, I'm going to say the other day. Time is kind of a construct here, and it's during summer. But I was, my cousin's son was getting married, and I did a bunch of like mirror designs. So like they had like a big mirror with a display of their name and stuff. And I used almost all of my transfer tape. And as I'm pulling this out, and I see this little itty bitty smidgen of transfer tape roll out on my floor, I realized I do need to buy more transfer tape. And so we're just going to go black because I need consistency. Corey says old eyes here. That's okay. You know, it's, oh, why isn't that working? Something's not plugged in. Hold on a second. All right, sorry. I was using my heat press today, and because I was doing the DTF shirts, I was trying those out, and I did some printable iron-on as well. And so I have like only so many plugs and so many things, and so in order to use my heat press, I have to unplug my Cricut. So I had to plug it back in. So now we are almost ready to go. Where's file? Now the real question is, my computer is right here, and my Cricut is right, you can't see it, but it's like right there. And we'll see if my Cricut will connect with my computer because it does not always like to cooperate. Connect, come on, connect, because it always tells me that it's too far away or it can't sense it. And we're like right here. Oh, it's working today. Perfect. Now I've just got this set to vinyl because that's the way that we're going to jam today. And I don't know what's going on with Cricut, but recently it changed my mat size. I'll show you. It's changed it here to be the 12 by 24 size. It doesn't matter for this one, but it's like the standard, and I don't know what happened, but it just seems to be the way that it goes. So that's the way that it's working here, but that's all right. What's happening? This is a weird view. I'm just going to close that screen because it's giving me some sort of a weird error message in Cricut Design Space, and I'm just going to ignore it while it's cutting. But yeah, so I haven't had as much time to do crafting as I would have liked over the summer. Although, mind you, I do have lots of stuff. We still have this paper that we made a few weeks ago. I haven't cut that up yet. That was like the last project we did before the end of the summer, I think. So I still need to finish that. Add that to my list. It might be a September project. But I haven't really had to give out very many cards recently, which is nice. So, so let's see how that goes. They have making changes again, and that causes problems. There's always changes, and there's always, I don't know. I always debate on buying a new machine, but then of course there's the guilt of, but I already have a machine that works. Well, it works most of the time, let's say that. Or I have the guilt of like, do I have to learn a whole new system? And then, you know, that's another issue. And I'm like, do I want to learn a whole new system? I don't really want to, because technology and I are like, yes, I have like this whole setup because I you know, I'm a YouTuber, let's call it, or a blogger, but this is really like the outer periphery of my abilities, and learning new technology and learning new stuff just, I don't know if it's this. So this is my leftover transfer tape. I've got like little bits and pieces, so I have to use it wisely. But yeah, so I'm not a fan of their updates, and I've really not been using Cricut Design Space very much because it drives me insane. And need some scissors to cut this. So I'm gonna go against my better judgment. Normally I use my paper cutter to cut straight lines, but today we're just gonna not do this the right way. But yeah, so I haven't been using Cricut very much, and so when I come into it, especially now when I'm not doing any real crafting or anything, it's always a weirdness. But at least today when I was on there, I was able to quickly find the size option, which I find for one of the updates that they did a while ago, I couldn't resize things. It was so annoying. I couldn't figure it out. Eventually I found it, but I wonder sometimes, and I have the same problem with people that design fridges, is do these people actually use the programs and the things that they design? Because like the people that designed my fridge did not design it to fit celery or milk. I'm in Canada and we drink milk in a jug in a plastic bag, and so there's no space, like a good spot for that. Like, do these people not know how to use a fridge? And so I wonder the same thing is that like the people who have just made these changes to Cricut Design Space, do they actually use Cricut, or are they just like, you know, coming up with random ideas that they think would be good? I don't know. That's always my question and my wonder. So there. Okay, so we're just weeding this here. Hopefully we can all see this on the camera. Let's see if I maybe zoom in a little bit. Okay. Now, what else do I want to label? I can't remember. There was other things that I wanted to label, and it wasn't stuff in my kitchen. It was stuff in my craft room, but I can't remember what it... Whoops. Oh, that's not good. So, does everybody here use a Cricut, or does everyone use other machines? I've got my Explorer Air 2, which I've had forever, and it's okay. It's like, when it works well. We're not going to go over the issues of updates and stuff. When the machine is being used and there's no software issues, that's okay. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get all these like bits of letters off of me because they're stuck in on my hands. Okay, so we're gonna go with sugar first because I have a little small one. Will this fit for my canola oil? Well, canola oil might just fit on this one too. We're gonna see if we can make this work. So yes, Trina has a Maker 3. So I have a friend, well, I have more than one friend, but I have a friend who has a Cricut Maker, just the basic one, and I tried it out because I wanted to do some cutting with the crepe paper a while ago, and that worked really nicely. My Air 2 does not cut crepe paper, but that's okay. I'm not going to buy a new machine just for crepe paper. But and I also have the, what's it called? I forget. It's called the Cricut Joy, and I use that for making cards, and I don't use it very often, but I got like a few cards that I like to make with that, and so that is what I do. Okay, real time pulling off right there. Okay, just gonna pull out my tape here. I do, oh god, I've got my tape still. So when I'm working on these weird shapes, I find that sometimes putting it into tape like this will hold it steady for me. So see? Now it won't roll away. I got the OG Maker Enjoy. Ooh, yeah. Oh, should I put it on backwards? No, let's do it the right way. Let me move this up a little bit so we can all see this a little bit better. That looked like a good spot for sugar. Now this is a not straight surface, and normally I should be cutting my transfer tape to fit the curves of this jar, but I don't have much transfer tape left, so we're just gonna put this on slowly, and then I'll adjust it with my fingers afterwards because I want to I should have cut the transfer tape so that the edges of the curves worked better, but this is okay. Now this is on. Now we have sugar. Sugar. I'm not going to do the other side. One side labeling is enough. If you don't know how to turn it around, that's okay. I have the Joy Extra, but I don't use it because it does not let you do a second cut. Ooh. Yeah, so I know that the, okay, when I put this here, I'm going to try doing one little itty bitty sheet here because I don't have lots of transfer paper left. I've got the Joy, and it does not do a second cut either, and I don't like that because when I do like cards, sometimes the card stock is thicker than it cuts, and then I can't do a second cut after I've only done like one cut or two cuts in the settings, and so then I can't redo it or fix it, and then that drives me nuts because then what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to fix that, right? So I have that problem with the Joy. I don't like that either. Now is this going to stay on here? No, this is just going to roll away. So we're going to do this one. I've got a solution. Hold on one second. Bear with me for a moment. We're just going to quickly make a jig here so this doesn't roll away. And we're not making a fancy jig. It's going to be like super basic. I'm just going to zoom out. So I'm just taping these two together a little bit. And I think I need some more tape because this is like almost done. But I'm not even like taping this all the way together. I'm just like barely holding this together just so that I can put this here like so. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? So this is my jig. I'm not buying one, and then when I'm done I can put these back into the spot where they belong. And now we have to continue with our journey of pulling this off of the transfer tape here. Okay, what do we, Corey? Oh, so like the Joy, they should have fixed that with the extra since it has print and cut. So Corey, are you saying no, I haven't used my Joy in a while, so I don't know, but have they fixed it? They should fix it. Like there should be an option to recut it. But I don't use it very often. I only use it for cards and there's like, you know how Cricut has those like card insert, like the ones that it's like what's it called? It's like a package where the card's already got like the card insert, the envelope, and the card body all in like sort of one little package. I'll do those cards with my Joy, but they don't always cut out perfectly. So we're gonna put this. I'm gonna put my head in the way, I think, here. Okay. And we're gonna roll this down. All right, jig has been used to its full capacity, and now we're just going to push everything down here. Yeah, so I think it would be nice if they did that as an upgrade or a change or a fix, but I don't know if they did. So Corey, if you know that they did, if you just confirm that, that'd be pretty awesome if they did. There we go, canola oil. They haven't fixed it yet. No, they haven't. Of course they haven't. Okay, I gotta save my transfer tape because I only have so much and it's still sticky, so we will save it for another day. But I do need to add that to my grocery shopping list for buying more because I've run out. And I'm just gonna give this now a nice little squish down so that everything stays. And now everyone will know that this is canola oil and not what used to be avocado oil, but it was avo oil or something like that. So there we go. So there's my canola oil. Now I was going to do some other ones, but I don't remember what I was going to do, so oh well, we'll have to leave that at that, I guess. But at least I got 2 of them done, so that's good. So what else do I have to say? I'm not going to be back. I don't think I'll have time to be back before September, let's say 9th or 10th, whenever that is, because I'm just still on summer break with the kids. So I won't be back until then. I don't know if I'll have a chance to do another Crafting Unscripted before then. Kids were at camp this week, so I was able to squeeze it in. But with everything else that's going on over the summer and just hanging out with the kids, I'm not sure I'll be able to have one. But if I do have a Crafting Unscripted schedule coming up, I will let you know. I will, there's my designs. I'll send out an email. It'll be in my weekly email updates, as well as I'll send out the Crafting Unscripted reminder email on the Thursday before it happens. And then, of course, you could always subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notifications, which may or may not work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Corey says here, what do you say, Corey? They should have second cut on all cutters. No, I was saying with the extra they should have due to having, oh, okay, I see, I understand, with the extra having the print that cut. Yeah, I know that has that feature, so, but yeah, who knows? Again, I don't think the people who use these machines, design the machines, actually use them. That's my theory. So, if you missed it earlier, there are 2 events happening in August. Let me just pull up my dates here because I've already forgotten. The Car Maker Success Camp Beginner Edition, where my friend Brandy from Stamp Me Some Love is having a 3-day event, August 17th to the 20th, where she's teaching you how to make cards for beginners, and she's really good at this. This is a paid event. There is a link in the description of the video for that if you would like it. And also my friends at Hobby School are having a Back to Creativity Summit on August 18th to 20th, so it's in the same time frame. That is a free event unless you upgrade to VIP tickets, and again, the link is in the description below for that. And that's all I've got for today. If I remember what else I was going to put labels on, maybe I'll include it in my email tomorrow. If I don't know what's going to happen. I'll have to do another live session to make some more labels because I've forgotten what they were. But there was, there was that. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, Corey. I will hope my kids will make it back to school, but we don't go back to school till after Labor Day, so we've still got about 5 weeks of summer here to enjoy, and then I'll be back to like normal crafting and unscripted every week. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you in a few weeks. And also forget tomorrow new video drops. Tomorrow's video is, I'll tell you, I'll give you a sneak peek, sorry, before I forget. Tomorrow's video, drum roll please, is, it's a purple crepe paper aster. So I made 2 different ones of this, and that drops tomorrow morning, so be sure to check that out on my YouTube page. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Happy crafting.